Hello everybody, and what's up? This is Colton from Burnt Toast. Yesterday we had one of our fans ask us if we had done anything with Mienshao, I'm not sure how to say it, but this Pokemon right here. They asked if we looked at this card or decided to do anything with it, and I honestly haven't even given it a thought. I hadn't read the card, I didn't know what it did, but they brought it to our attention, and it actually has a pretty interesting attack. Arrow Turn, for 1 fighting, does 40 damage. Return this Pokemon and all cards attached to your hand. That's a pretty cool idea. So basically what we do is we're going to Arrow Turn and then promote something that our opponent necessarily can't attack. You could use Pyroar. You could use Latias EX, you could use Sigilif with Safeguard, you could use Suicune, but the deck itself is pretty tight. To make everything work, there's not a whole lot of room. If you ran Pyroar, there's really room for a 1-1 line, which isn't very consistent. Latias is an EX, and I mean, it can't be attacked by anything with abilities, but there's a lot of things that can one-shot it. We could have used Trevenant, but Trevenant cannot be attacked by EXs, so it gets knocked out quickly. So I think Suicune is our best thing to promote after we move Mienshao and everything, all the cards attached to it back in our hand. We're going to use Suicune with Safeguard ability, because I choose Suicune over Sigilif because it has 10 more HP. It can stay alive a little bit longer. So basically what we're doing is we are Arrow Turn. We're going to attach a Strong Energy, a Muscle Band, or a Silver Bangle. Muscle Band adds 20 damage to your attacks to the opponent's active, and Silver Bangle adds 30 if you're hitting a EX. So with the Strong Energy you're doing 60. With a Muscle Band you're doing 80. If you were to attach a Silver Bangle you're doing 90 to an EX. And with a Fighting Stadium you're doing 110 to a EX with Silver Bangle, or you're doing I think my math's off, hold on, that's gonna be 20, 60, yeah, 90 and 110 with the Strong Energy, yeah, with the Silver Bangle, or you'll do 100 with the Muscle Band. We also are using the new Machamp with Fighting Fury. Each of your fighting Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage. So we're going to have this set on our bench. It's going to add 20 damage to our attacks. So we're going to do hopefully between 80 and 130 damage a turn, and then just hide behind our Suicune. That's basically the plan, and then we have Float Stones to switch in and out. That's what we'll be doing. So let's take a look at the rest of the cards here. Clayton from Burnt Toast is actually calling me right now, but we're in the middle of a video, so I'm going to have to let that go. So what we're doing is we've got one Lucario EX. This is basically just to kind of buy some time early on in the game, get set up. We don't use Lucario very often. His only really good attack is Corkscrew. For 2 fighting, does 60 damage. You may draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. That's pretty cool. That's actually a very good attack. And then we've got a 2-1-2 line of Machamp. I refuse to use the new Machoke. I hate the artwork on it. But and this one actually doesn't have a bad attack. Last Chance Chop does 20 plus. If this Pokemon's remaining HP is 10, this attack does 70 more. I mean, it's not great, but I think it's better than the newer one. So we are using a 2-1-2 line there. We've got 4-4 with Mienshao. I still don't know how to say it. Whatever. Correct me later. And then 2 Suicune with Safeguard ability. That's our Pokemon. We've got 16 of them. Kind of a heavy Pokemon account, but that's one reason we're using Great Ball. It's easy to find. Great Ball, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, reveal a Pokemon you find there, put it in your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. We're running 3 Great Ball. That way we're able to get our Pokemon out quickly, We're able to pick what we find there and put it on our bench, get things going. We got 2 Ultra Ball. We're not using 4 or 3. I've chosen to run 2 because most times we draw into what we need anyways, and with we don't have a whole lot we're allowed to discard. It's kind of a tight deck. So we are using 2 Ultra Ball. Our A-Spec is Dowsing Machine. I clicked on the wrong card. There we go. Discard 2 cards from your hand. Put a trainer from your discard pile back into your hand. Dowsing Machine has our A-Spec because this card right here. Nope. This one. Sacred Ash is very important. If we're playing against a heavy EX deck and they knock out our Suicune with Poison, or they've got one non-EX attacker that they knock it out with, and they get rid of our Suicunes, we need to be able to get it back. Suicune's really important in this deck. We need something to hide behind. So we need our Sacred Ash to be able to shuffle our Suicune or our Mienshao, whatever we have to discard early on, back into our deck. And a lot of times we end up discarding this early on. So Dowsing Machine is important. So we're using that. We've got 2 Evisoda. Search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. It counts as evolving, so you can't do it first turn or the turn that you bench the basic. We've got 1 Professor's Letter. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards. Reveal them and put them in your hand. We're not running a whole lot of energy. I mean, we only need 1 for our attack, and once we have that 1 energy, we attach it, and everything goes back in our hand. So really, we're not going to have much energy on the field. We're just going to be attaching that 1 energy every turn to attack, and then it goes back in our hand. But we are running enough of it so that we're not stuck without it. And we are running Professor's Letter because having energy prized and not being able to find it really sucks. I learned that the hard way. Then we've got 1 rare candy for our Machamp. Basically all it says is you skip the middle evolution and go from your basic straight into your stage 2. Makes things quicker. And then we got 1 Starling Megaphone. Discard all Pokemon tool cards attached to each of your opponent's Pokemon. And then we have 2 Switch. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched. 2 Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards from your hand, search your Pokemon, search for a Pokemon, put it into your hand. We got 3 Fighting Stadium attacks of your fighting Pokemon, do 20 more damage to the defending Pokemon EX. We have 3 Floatstone, the Pokemon this card is attached to has no retreat cost. 2 Muscle Band, the attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to do 20 more damage. And we have 2 Silver Bangle, the attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to do 30 more damage to the defending Pokemon EX. We've got 1 Colress, shuffle your hand into your deck, draw for the number of cards benched Pokemon, yours and your opponent's. We run 2 Karina, search your deck for a fighting Pokemon and an item, put that card in your hand and shuffle your deck afterwards. That is absolutely great in this deck. Early on, if we get a Karina, we're able to grab our Mindfu and then a Great Ball, and we get more Pokemon in play. It's pretty quick. It works well. It's all around. Karina is great. We got 1 Lysander. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with his or her active. And then we have 3 in. Each player shuffles his or her hand into their deck and draws for the remaining prize cards they have left. And we have 4 Professor Sycamore. Discard your hand and draw 7. I think the best supporter in the game. I love Professor Sycamore. And then we've got 5 Fighting Energy and 4 Strong Energy. It can only be attached to a fighting Pokemon. It counts as a fighting energy. The attacks of this fighting Pokemon it is attached to do 20 more damage. So this is Mienshao. We're going to take a look at it and play a game here on Pokemon TCG Online.
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry, I was talking on the phone with Clayton. Great news, we've got our hotel room booked for Houston. All of us from Burnt Toast will be at the Houston Regionals tournament coming up October 10th to the 12th. For all of you who live here in Texas, this wonderful state, we would love to see y'all there. We will be competing. We would like to meet our fans, so if you recognize us, give us a shout. And we're going to move on with this Mienshao deck video. It's fun. It's a very fun deck. It's somewhat frustrating at times, but it is very fun to play. So here we go. Oh no, we're not going to get to go first, but we do get plenty of Pokemon. We're going to start with a Machop because we don't need to lose a Mienshao first turn. So here we go. We're going to bench a Machop and a Mienshao. Alright, so this is a Stunkfish. Not too bad. Alright, so gonna attach to the Mienshao, Muscle Band, Fighting Stadium, and Sycamore. Great Ball. Get that Mienshao in play. And then we will just end our turn. I hate to do that, but oh my goodness, how perfect! All right, so this is fantastic. We've got a switch to Suicune, retreat. I guess could have switched to Mienshao, but I didn't. We're going to go ahead and play our other Sycamore, try to get more things going, maybe Rare Candy, Machamp, but we didn't get that. We did get another Mienshao. We could Dowsing Machine for a Great Ball, but I don't think that's a good idea. So here we will Arrow Turn for 100 and hide behind our wonderful Suicune. Things are looking great. So Max Potion, that's a bummer, but it looks like we will just be able to do that all over again. Got a Muscle Band, Strong Energy. We're going to retreat into Mienshao and Arrow Turn for 100 again and go back into the Suicune. So things are looking great for us, and not too fantastic for our opponent, but alright, we're going to score a knockout this next turn. There is Mienshao, Mienshao, Strong Energy, Muscle Band, retreat, and Arrow Turn for 100 damage, and we take our prize and promote that Suicune. So we do see a Stunfisk come active, and that's going to do 40 damage and probably 20 to the Machop. How can we need to be able to knock that out this turn. How could we do that? Alright, so let's evolve to Mienshao. Get our Mienshao in play. Strong Energy, Muscle Band. Let's see. We're going to have to try to hit that Machamp through a Great Ball. It's kind of a bummer, but that's what we're going to do. So we'll grab our Great Ball and pray that we hit him a choke. That's no Machamp. So again, we will retreat and Arrow Turn for 80 damage, and we'll hide behind the damaged Suicune. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we see a Karina. Maybe we'll see them grab a Megaphone. Should be fine with me because we still have our Float Stone. Got a Hawlucha, and what item? Computer search. Okay, Rumble. Defending Pokemon can't retreat during its next turn. But I do have a switch, so that is a-okay with me. These are looking quite alright. Alright, so Suicune does die, which is not too bad. Oh, there it is. Machamp, Mienshao, Strong Energy. Trying to decide, do I attach the Floatstone or not? I don't know what they got with the computer search, and I'm kind of worried about it. But I'm going to go ahead and attach that Floatstone, and Arrow Turn for the knockout, and take our prize, and we will hide behind the Suicune. So, we'll not see a Retaliate next turn. Mewtwo can't attack us. So, okay. That's better than that's definitely not what I was worried about. Switch. Mienshao. Strong Energy. Bench another Mienshao, and Arrow Turn for 130, and back into the Suicune we go. So I guess they computer search for that Lysander. I am 100% okay with on that. That makes me feel better than them grabbing the Megaphone now. Okay, so again, Mienshao, Mienshao, Strong Energy, Silver Bangle. Do we want to play Karina? I mean, why not? I'm going to get another Mienshao in play. And what to grab? Guess we'll go ahead and grab our Floatstone just so that we have it in case there's something bad happens. So retreat to Mienshao and Arrow Turn for another 130 and the knockout, and back into Suicune. So things are looking fantastic for us right now. Landorus and I don't know what they're going to grab now. I guess they'll go for a Megaphone. At least that's what I would do in this situation. They have an N. I'm so afraid of an N. An N would crush everything we've worked on. So that is scary. Absolutely. But Somersault Kick's just going to draw them one more card, and they're not going to do any damage. I guess we'll see an Ultra Ball. Oh, goodness, Trubbish. Okay, that's scary. But we're going to Karina for our Megaphone. Let's get this. So many cards, it's hard to see what we're clicking on. Evolve. And Evolve. Attach to Mienshao. Silver Bangle. Karina for, I guess, a Lucario. I mean, it doesn't matter. And a Megaphone. Startling Megaphone. Get rid of that tool card. We're going to go ahead and put our Muscle Band down just in case. Just in case. And we're going to put our Lucario down in case if they play an in and we need an answer. That's what we're going to do. So we'll retreat to Mienshao, and Arrow turn for 130 and hide behind our incredible Suicune. He's doing so good for us. I do see Garbodor, Karina. I'm guessing they're going to grab their tool card now. Yeah, so now they're going to hit the Suicune, but we have a knockout next turn. So unless if they go into another Pokemon. Alright, guys, we have won this game. Retreat to Mienshao, strong energy, and arrow turn for 100 and the knockout. So this is Mienshao, Suicune, I guess is what you call it. I don't know. What a fantastic game. Things went well for us. I'm so happy about that. Well, you guys are the ones who asked for this video. Y'all asked, one of our fans commented and said, hey, have you looked at Mienshao? And I was like, no, I haven't, but I will. And I came up with this deck, and it's really fun. If y'all have any suggestions, other ways to build it, let me know, and I'll try it out. But it is working very well for us, and so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Colton from Burnt Toast. Play Pokemon and subscribe. Later.